Kanto and Johto have proven to be some deadly locations to live in, but is Hoenn any safer? Welcome to another Top 10 Deadliest and Dangerous Pokemon with your hosts ProtoMario and K-Macton. Previously, we have discovered how dangerous and deadly Pokemon can be when found in the wild. And, continuing this series, we will be basing our opinions mostly on the Pokedex entries. This video is going to focus on Pokemon that either purposely cause destruction and damage or accidentally. So sit back and enjoy the show. But to kick things off, how about some honorable mentions? Mightyena. They defeat foes perfectly with coordinated teamwork. Running into these Pokemon in packs would be unwise. Dustox. When Dustox flaps its wings, a fine dust is scattered all over. This dust is actually a powerful poison that will even make a pro wrestler sick. So anytime Dustox is flying around, expect to be poisoned. Hirayama. It has the habit of challenging others without hesitation to tests of strength. It has been known to stand on train tracks and stop trains using forearm thrusts. This Pokemon can wreck trains. Series. Vigoroth. Vigoroth is always itching and agitated to go on a wild rampage. Sableye. They are feared because these Pokemon are thought to steal the spirits of people. Magnetrek. Magnetrek is constantly discharging electricity from its mane. These sparks sometimes ignite forest fire. Unintentional forest fires are never good. Camera. They sometimes blast out molten magma. This Pokemon apparently erupts often when enraged. Trapinch. Trapinch's nest is sloped, bowl-like pit dug in the sand. This Pokemon patiently waits for prey to tumble down the pit. Basically, a living bear trap. Cacturn. If a traveler is going through the desert in the thick of the night, Cacturn will follow in a ragtag group. These Pokemon are biding their time, waiting for the traveler to tire and become incapable of moving. And that is also really creepy. Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt has an extremely violent nature that compels it to challenge other living things to battle. Banette. It seeks the child that disowned it. Again, creepy. Dusclops and Shedinja are similar. Anyone looking inside of them will have their soul stolen. They aren't trying to actively steal souls. It just so happens by accident. Still very deadly and dangerous. It should be noted that humans sealed away Regirock and Registeel, and assumed Regice also, but no explanation as to why. Enough of the honorable mentions. On to the top 10 deadliest Pokemon in Hoenn. Number 10, Whiscash. Whiscash is extremely territorial. Just one of these Pokemon will claim a large pond exclusively as its territory. If a foe approaches it, it thrashes about and triggers massive earthquakes. Fishermen probably have a lot of problems with these Pokemon.
Coming in at number 9 on our list is Sharpedo. Now, Sharpedo is nicknamed the Bully of the Sea, and rightfully so. It can swim up to 75 miles per hour using its water jets, and it also has sharp enough teeth to cut through a super tanker. Sharpedo also like to travel in packs and swarm their prey. And this is definitely one Pokemon you do not want to come across in the wild. As you see in this picture, it is over 5.5 feet tall and over almost 200 pounds. That is absolutely insane for something that can rip apart an entire super tanker. As you see here, like the travel in packs, like I said, definitely would make your day a bad one.
Number 8, Gardevoir. To protect its trainer, it will expend all its psychic power to create a small black hole. Creating a black hole, even small, still could potentially destroy the world, maybe even reality. Guess we know where Missing No comes from now. The only reason this Pokemon isn't higher on the list is because it can control its abilities, unlike many others.
Next up at number 7 is Seviper. Now, Seviper weighs in at a hefty 220 pounds and is over 10.5 feet long. That is one huge freaking snake. On top of that, Seviper has 2 massive fangs and a sword-like tail that also emit a deadly poison. Seviper also has a long-running feud with the other Pokemon, Zangoose, and it will stop at nothing to kill all of Zangoose's in its territory. Very vicious Pokemon, very deadly.
Number 6, Aggron. Aggron claims an entire mountain as its own territory. It mercilessly beats up anything that violates its environment. This Pokemon vigilantly patrols its territory at all times. Hikers must have a really hard time with this Pokemon.
Next up at number 5 is Mawile. Now don't be taken by this Pokemon's cute face. It is actually very dangerous. Mawile fools its foes into letting its guard down, then chomps down on them with its massive jaw. This jaw is so strong that it's rumored to be able to be strong enough to cut through iron beams. Now imagine that huge head mowing down on your head and just ripping off limbs. A very scary, dangerous Pokemon to run across in the wild.
Number 4, Salamence. It's uncontrollable if enraged. It flies around spouting flames and scorching fields and mountains. Don't be too worried, it is only after it becomes enraged. So if you keep that Salamence nice and happy, I guess it won't burn everything to a crisp. I wonder if anyone has seen an Aggron fighting an agitated Salamence trying to burn down its mountain.
Coming in at number 3 on our list is Dusclops. Now Dusclops is said to have a body like a black hole. The Pokédex entry from Pokemon Ruby reads, Dusclops' body is completely hollow. There is nothing at all inside. It is said that this body is like a black hole. This Pokemon will absorb anything into its body, but nothing will ever come back out. That is very creepy. That is a very dark entry. And there's an even worse entry from Pokemon X, which reads, anyone who dares peer into its body to see its spectral ball of fire will have their spirit stolen away. Imagine just looking into this thing and then having your spirit or soul just stolen. You would be instantly dead, and this thing is a very super deadly Pokemon for sure. One of the creepiest Pokemon entries as well. Very interesting entries in the Pokedex for this very deadly Pokemon.
Number 2, Jirachi. It is said to make any wish come true. It is only awake for 7 days out of 1,000 years. Jirachi is one of the most dangerous because it can make any wish come true. And as we have seen in the Zelda series, if the wrong wish comes true, horrible things can happen. The only reason this isn't number 1 is that it's not guaranteed to cause destruction.
And finally coming in at number 1 is Groudon and Kyogre. Now these two Pokemon are super awesome, super legendary, and very powerful. They have the power to change the landscape of the entire Earth and destroy many civilizations all at their will. Very deadly Pokemon, and a Pokemon entry from each Pokedex from Emerald on this is Groudon. It's, quote, Groudon appeared in mythology as the creator of land. It sleeps in magma underground and is said to make volcanoes erupt upon awakening. That is a very super deadly. It can erupt volcanoes simply by waking up. Now looking over on Kyogre's side, its Pokedex entry from Sapphire reads, Kyogre is a mythology Pokemon that has expanded the sea by covering the land with torrential rains and towering tidal waves. It took to sleep after a cataclysmic battle with Groudon. Now that is a very powerful thing to do, is to create enough rain and tidal waves to create an entire new sea out of the land. Very deadly for sure. One of the deadliest Pokemon of all time. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys hit that like button, it'd be great. I also want to thank ProtoMario for giving me this opportunity to come on his channel and do these videos with him. If you guys want to come over to my channel and watch more Pokemon content, I have a great Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, randomized Nuzlocke run going over on my channel right now. Just started. If you guys can come check that out, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm sure you guys will love it. As always, guys, have a great day and game the fuck on. Until next time, guys, peace out.
Please note that in all my videos, if I use images from Google, that I do not own any of those images, and all images obtained from Google are owned by their respective owners and copyrights.